That number sitting just south of $2,500 on our big board this morning, but that is a number that is going to grow significantly as we go throughout the day. This has been your generosity has been unmatched over the last dozen years. This is year 13 of the Palmer Home for Children Radiothon, and a guy who has been with us for a long, long time on this and has been a huge advocate for and donor to Palmer Home, the great Malcom Reed. How to BBQRight.com is his website. There's nobody that you want cooking ribs for you or anything else more than our good friend Malcom Reed. Malcom, good morning.
Good morning. It's glad to be here, man.
Man, it's we are so happy for your continued success and continued growth. I feel like there's not a section in the grocery store I go to where I don't see those cans of seasoning. I know that part of the business is taking off, and things are good for you. Tell us what you've been up to.
Oh, man, we've just been cooking up a bunch of good barbecue and just, having a big time here in the state of Mississippi, man. It's summertime, so it's always, full throttle.
Absolutely. We're doing kind of a special thing today. Let's talk a little bit before we announce that about your relationship with Palmer Home, because this goes back several years. You have connected with the good work that's happening here. How did it start in the very beginning?
SuperTalk was what brought me to it, and it was the late great JT, man. He was a buddy of mine, and he would have me on his show, and he was really one of the instrumental people in doing this radiothon. And he invited me to come on the show and talk a little bit, and to actually to make some donations and encourage people to, and just being from the state of Mississippi, I thought it's a great cause, and me and my wife have just chose to get behind the Palmer Home and help them out.
On behalf of everybody at the Palmer Home, we thank you. And one of the things that really stands out for me, Malcom, is that as your success has grown, your support of Palmer Home has grown, whether it's cooking on site or through monetary donations. Am I supposed to announce this, or do you want to tell me what you and your wife are doing today?
Well, this year they come up with a great idea, and every dollar that someone donates to the Palmer Home really helps, and we're going to challenge you to become a monthly donor. And if whoever signs up to become a monthly donor, we're going to send them a free bottle of our BBQ Rub, just as a thank you. It's a small thank you from us, but we just want everybody to know that their donations help, and that it's really going to help take care of these kids and make their futures better.
If you're watching on SuperTalk TV, I've got a jar of the Killer Hogs hot barbecue rub. You're not actually going to get the hot. You're going to get the regular barbecue rub. It is fantastic. There's an entire line of Killer Hogs seasonings for a lot of different things. And when you get that, you're going to get a recipe card as well. The barbecue grilled chicken. I mean, everybody thinks they know how to do barbecue chicken, Malcom. What is it that makes yours special?
Yeah, well, barbecue chicken's not easy. Anybody can do it, I promise you. But the big thing about it is just making sure you get it done. Nobody wants to serve undercooked chicken, but you want it to be juicy. You want it to have a lot of good flavor. So my trick to it is just start it off on the low side of the grill, indirect heat, away from those hot coals or your heat source, and just let it come up to temp slow. And then when it gets about 75% done, that's when you can put your barbecue sauce on the outside, put it over that direct heat, let it get a little bit of that char that everybody likes, that good grilled flavor, and that'll get your chicken. It'll make sure it's done. It's going to have great flavor, and it's going to stay juicy on the inside.
All right, in case you missed it just a second ago when Malcom said it, if you sign up to become a monthly donor today, so a recurring donation, it's just debited from your checking account or your credit card on a monthly basis, regardless of the amount, you are going to receive a jar of Killer Hogs barbecue seasoning. You're going to get that barbecue chicken recipe on a note card. And Malcom and his wife, the crew at How to Barbecue Right, going to make a $5,000 matching donation today. So for every dollar that you donate up to $5,000, Malcom going to match that $5,000 donation today. Malcom, incredibly generous, and, man, we just thank you so very much for that.
Oh, man, I am glad to be here. It's always a special day to us. And, look, just everybody out there, if you can make a donation, that's great. Those dollars help the kids here at Palmer Home. But just for one thing, tell a friend about the Palmer Home and all the good work they're doing. these kids are going to be our future caregivers, our future leaders, and it's important for us to help them out when it's time. So they're doing a great thing here in the state of Mississippi, and we just want to, help out the best we can.
It's incredible to hear you say, Malcolm, that you learned about Palmer Home through SuperTalk. I know I'm a host here, I get that, but I also learned about Palmer Home through SuperTalk. 13 years ago, when we did the very first remote, we didn't really know what to expect. We had never tackled, hey, let's focus on one specific charitable cause and let's rally around it and let's have a radiothon. And we just kind of went in and said, all right, let's give this a try and see what happens. And it has grown over the past decade plus. And it's how I got to know about Palmer Home and the work that's happening here and the growth that has happened over the last decade plus really is incredible.
Oh, it is. I've had the chance to go out and see the campus out there, visit with some of the families and the kids, and it's just a wonderful thing they're doing, man. And hopefully we're going to be able to keep this up for years to come and just do some good things for the kids in need here in the state of Mississippi.
I know you cook for a lot of other people, but tell me what you put on the grill for the Independence Day weekend for 4th of July.
Oh man, I had to cook some ribs. I had my
of
family
course you
in,
did.
My parents came and we cooked a bunch of ribs, barbecue bologna, some pulled pork. Man, we had a full spread. It was a great time.
That is absolutely fantastic. Malcom Reed, always appreciate you, my friend. Thanks so much for joining us. And I know JT would be proud to know that you have continued to carry the torch for Palmer Home.
Thank you, and just everybody out there, just if you can donate, please make a donation, but make sure you tell a friend about the Palmer Home.
Beautiful. Thank you, Malcolm.
Have a good one.
Malcom Reed, How to Barbecue Right. The website, howtobbqright.com. If you have never been to that website, well, one, you're missing out. And two, I would encourage you to check it out because if you are looking for recipes, how to do ribs, how to do the barbecued chicken, how to smoke a brisket, how to do a Boston butt, whatever that. He's got step-by-step instructions for all of those on the website. You can check out the videos that he's got on YouTube as well. And we love supporting the people who are supportive of the causes that are important to us. So if Palmer Home is important to you, Malcom Reed should be as well. He has absolutely, no pun intended, put his money where his mouth is on this and is sweetening things today. So I just want to make sure we know. Malcolm and his wife have made a $5,000 donation. That is a matching donation. So they will match up to $5,000. So that's going to be coming in throughout the course of the show today. And they are encouraging you to become an annual donor, a monthly donor on kind of an annual basis. So same day each month, just a debit from your checking account or your credit card to do the donation amount of your choosing, whether that's $20 a month or $200 a month or $2,000 a month, whatever that number is that you're comfortable with. You can make that recurring donation so that it's not just a one-time thing today. And as a thank you for doing that, you will receive a jar of Killer Hogs BBQ Rub. And I'm told it is not the hot rub. I think he called it the Z Rub. I think that's what Malcolm said. It's just the regular flavored rub. This is not a paid endorsement. I'm not trying to be a shill. I'm just telling you, I use it. It is in my spice cabinet, in my spice drawer. And look, if you don't believe me from a cooking standpoint, that's fine. You can believe Malcolm, or you can believe my good friend Brian Haydad, who has the entire suite of Killer Hogs barbecue rubs, all the different flavors. He'll be on this afternoon. I promise you he will vouch for those. But if you sign up to become a monthly donor, we'll send you that recipe for Malcolm's barbecue grilled chicken and a bottle of the Killer Hogs barbecue rub as well. Our thanks to Malcolm. So how do you donate? I told you all that stuff. How do you donate? You go online to supertalk.fm/PalmerHome, supertalk.fm/PalmerHome, or you can give us a call, 662-469-5533. If you want to Venmo, you can do so at Palmer Home-ForChildren, or text the word SuperTalk to 50155. We're going to be getting close to an update on the board. I know more has come in. We are just shy of $2,500, At least that's what we are showing you right now on SuperTalk TV. That number is going to grow because your donations are coming in. Thanks to some of our elected officials across the state who have jumped in. C-Spire text line, you want to communicate with me, you can do that, 601-879-4395. Somebody says, I went online and gave weeks ago. It's my 13th consecutive year. We appreciate that very much. Many of you also trying to get in this morning. Going to hit me up on X. You can do that as well. It's at Mornings Cross. Supertalk.fm/Palmer Home. Please go online and give or call 662-469-5533. More of Mornings after this as we broadcast live for Palmer Home. It's the SuperTalk Mississippi Palmer Home for Children Radiothon.